throughout my career have been like, okay, well, I can be really proud because I've spent time in Latin America and certainly done a lot of reporting on that. My first job, my first real job was actually at Goldman Sachs, where we were trading Latin American debt, including Venezuela and Brazil. And I would think, and Argentina, which, has been through multiple debt crises. So when I look at like, okay, we're dealing with a debt crisis, I'm like, this is like kind of feeling a little weird because, I've certainly studied my share of debt crises and, had to trade Argentine bonds that are coming out of these crises. And then I look at what's going on in Brazil, where you have Lula, right? I mean, Lula, who was the president of Brazil, then went to jail, just like, Dilma Rousseff, by the way, who was his VP and then became president in Brazil, went to jail. I mean, all of these people, like it's like the MO, right? Like you sign up to run for office in any of these countries and ultimately you're going to wind up in jail in some way, shape, or form. Like they're going to find something. But then Lula came out of jail and he's president again. I'm like, look, I mean, we don't want to be that.
We don't want to be that, but that is exactly what we're becoming. And it has the similarities are unfortunately extremely similar when it comes to the Democrats and the socialists in Venezuela. There's a reason why Hugo Chavez loved Hillary Clinton, loved Bill Clinton, loved Obama, Biden. There's a reason. And I always tell my Venezuelan friends, why do you think they hate Republicans so much? Because they don't align with Republican values. They align with Democrat values. They align with the Democrat platform and policies and tactics. That's what they do. So it is not a surprise when we have someone like Maduro in Venezuela, who has been a dictator for 10 years. They have not had fair elections, free and fair elections in Venezuela in the last 20 plus years. But since Maduro has been there, it's become even worse. And, I've shared with you before the fact that I have family in Venezuela. I have a very close cousin who I keep in contact with, who I'm trying to bring to America legally, but it's been really difficult to do that.